Hey guys, so glad he's here because this is actually a story time about when I got my dog, because I couldn't think of any ideas for this video. So I'm doing a story time. He's like sniffing up. Oh, there's his tail. So today I'm going to tell you guys the story of when I got my dog. So I'm going to go into a bit of detail. Come here. Hi. Say hi. So he was adopted actually just recently this year on June 23rd, 2018. And it's my little puppers. I love him so much. Sorry, I'm kind of a bit sick right now. So yeah, that's when I got him on June 23rd of this year. It was a decent, almost an hour drive to get to where I adopted him from, which was like, so I'm up here, the state I live in, I'm up at the top, like up here, and like this is where he was at, like down here, so like, no, don't leave me, no, oh, he left. Alright, anyway, so we were driving, so I'll tell you like the background to the reason why it was like on a whim adopting him. We adopted him the next day after we thought of the idea. So ever since my freshman year of high school, I struggled with anxiety and depression. Oh, he's back. So I did struggle with a lot of anxiety and depression starting freshman year of high school. So I was always constantly like isolating myself in my room, like doing nothing, having no social interactions with literally anyone, barely, and it would take a lot out of me to actually go out and be with my friends outside of school. So, one day I came down, I was having a panic attack, I was like freaking out, I was crying, and my parents were like, what's going on? It was a scary situation. Hi. And so a year prior to, about 6 months, 7 and a half, 8 months prior to us wanting to adopt another dog, we recently had to put down our other dog, Scout. He was 16 when we had to put him down. He was just really sick, and he was just a lot of issues with him and old age, and with like, because you're in the process of like moving. I feel like moving just wouldn't really help him. His mental state wouldn't be very good. Here, hold on, your sweater is messed up. And sorry about that. So, come here. No? Okay. Oh, okay. He's coming up. And my dad was like, well, what will it take for you to be okay and to spend more time with us and not isolate yourself all the time? And I was like, I don't know, because I was thinking about Scout, like, well, when I had him, I was never depressed whenever I had my dog. Whenever I had Scout, I was like rarely ever depressed. But I did have moments, but ever since he like died, ever since he passed away, I was just a heck of a lot more depressed and isolated myself a lot more than I used to when I had him. And my mom suggested getting a dog, and my dad was like, okay, well, if getting a dog is what it will take for you to be okay and for you to stop isolating yourself all the time, we'll get a dog. And I didn't expect that, because I wasn't saying anything out loud about my thoughts about Scout. I was just like thinking it to myself. So this was on June 22nd. All this was happening on June 22nd. And around 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. that night, we made a call to, so we were, like, looking at, like, nearby shelters, a bunch of different, like, APLs, because we wanted to get it all from an APL. We weren't able to find a dog that would be suitable for our family at any APL that's near us. So, and then I just looked, okay, dogs for sale near me. And a lot of, like, locals came up. Then I found this one place. I'm not going to say where it is, because that's, yeah, maybe later on. So I got it from this one rescue shelter about an hour south of where I live. And So we made that call. Well, my dad made that call. We filled out an adoption application for Nugget. So his name is Nugget. He was 2 years old. He's still is 2 years old. The website declared him a Chihuahua mix. What we're slowly discovering is he is a Chihuahua mix, but its majority of his features are of a Jack Russell Terrier and a miniature pinscher. He does have Chihuahua in him due to his size. He's falling asleep. That's so cute. Oh, he stopped. And the ears, when they're like back all the way, that's when it's like, he's a pinscher. You can tell. Hi. And then the next day, it was actually we adopted him the day of my friend's graduation party. My friend who was graduating is highly allergic to dogs, so I'm like, oh crap. So the grad party, I had to be there by 6 o'clock, and the meeting to get him and like visit him and see if we truly want to bring him home, and if we did, to adopt him was at 4 o'clock. Now, it would have taken me an hour to drive from the adoption center back home. So then by the time that means I wouldn't even be home until 5:30, and then it would take me half an hour. It takes me half an hour to get to where the graduation party was from my house. So, it was stressful, but we drove an hour out. It was me, my mom, my dad, my brother, and I already said me anyway. We went out and to this rescue shelter. We saw Nugget. The first time I saw Nugget, I was like, oh my gosh, he's the one. I want him. We're taking him home. I was like, I had the money. I had $250 in my hand. Not in my hand. It was my parents had it, but I had $250 that I previously made for my job because because over the summer I was a nanny and I made $250 a week cash, and they only accepted cash. So I'm like, okay, this dog is Nugget was $250, and that's how much I made. So I'm like, I put my entire paycheck into buying this dog. I was like, I need a dog. This is insane. It was just too much. And so I decided, so we played with him for a while, talked to his foster mom, and we decided to adopt him right then and there. We were only with him for all of like 10-15 minutes before we were like, okay, we're making the decision. We're taking him home. He just jumped up. He's on the other side of the camera. What you looking at? You see his little sweater right there. So we took him home, and it was just the cutest thing ever. The second, I film right in front of my window, so that's why he's just like looking out the window. Oh, hello, hi. So, and the second we got home, I set him down because he was on my lap the entire time. Have a kiss? No? Okay, cool. Okay, so I set him down, and you guys don't know my house, but so my house, what it works is we come in through the garage, and we're in this like little hallway, and in the hallway, so we go in the hallway, kitchen's on the left, so you walk in the kitchen, and there's like this little like opening that leads into the living room, and then the living room just leads back into that. The hallway, you can, through that like little hallway, you can get to the living room and the kitchen. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. So we set him down right as we got inside, and he took the left right into the kitchen and ran around from the kitchen into through that little opening through the living room and back into the hallway, and just kept on running in circles the entire time for like a solid 5 minutes straight. It was the cutest freaking thing ever. We were debating renaming him. We had a bunch of different names. Because I don't know if you guys can see with his sweater, he does have white on him. He has white, and then majority of his paws, 3 of his 4 paws have white on them. Thank you, Nugget, for being patient with me. So I just clapped onto his tail. Oh, there he goes again. Okay. I'm just gonna leave him, let him go. He's a puppy. He's only 2. So I lost my train of thought. So, I don't remember where I was. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Nugget, he's like, okay, I remember what I was saying. So we brought him home, and he was running around. It was the cutest freaking thing ever. I wish I would have recorded it. No, stay in here with me. So yeah, and we've had him for the longest time, and right now he's in behavioral training. That's why he has this special collar on. This collar is that if he has any bad behavior, we can just tug it gently, and it will correct him. It doesn't hurt him. Don't you worry. It doesn't hurt the dog. It's just a way of training him in correction. He's a good boy. But yeah, so I felt like it was about time to share the story. And he does have an Instagram account. It's @_nugget_the_pup_. I'll just link it in the description box below. So yeah, that was a story of me adopting my dog. So that was the first story time. I will probably do a couple more story times later on. And yeah, comment down below. I have these little fairy lights on my dress, on this like little like dresser shelf thing, and I just hit them, and that's what happened there. But anyway, be sure to comment down below another like if you have any questions for me that could lead into maybe another like funny or like serious, interesting like story time video, because I'm open to anything. I want you guys to run my videos because I'm not very creative. I don't have many ideas. Don't mind my voice is completely going out on me, but it's okay. Hi, Nugget. Can you say goodbye? Say goodbye. Say bye. Say bye, Nugget. Bye, guys.